everybody, this is Leia and I am super excited to film our video for the day. The reason is, this is about using intuition to read tarot cards. Instead of relying on the meanings in the guidebook, I am going to use my right brain to work with the images. We'll do other videos like this, but right now I am doing a relationship spread using the Osho Zen Tarot. The particular layout I chose is actually in the back of the guidebook. Let me show you what it looks like so you can pause the video here and use this spread with any other card deck of your choosing. So it's called The Mirror, and if you pause this screen, you can take a look at the rest of what's on the page. So the reason I chose the Osho Zen deck is, even if it is Rider-Waite-Smith based, you know, the traditional tarot system, the imagery on these cards is not a clone of your basic Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Thus, if you freely go with the descriptive words on each card, as well as with what the pictures are telling you, you can conduct a reading right then and there, even with no prior knowledge of any tarot tradition. So I am taking the time to say here that I am not reading the cards this time based on their book meanings or their associations to the traditional tarot. I am forgetting all that for right now and won't be referencing any of it the moment I begin the reading. I also already did a review on these cards, so if you want to take a look at them in greater detail, I'll post the link in the description. Now comes the exciting part. To demonstrate, I am conducting an actual reading for two people I know. The cards on the left stand for her. So on the left, these ones right here. Or in your case, it's going to be you or the person you're reading. And the cards on the right, these ones right here, tell us about him, or in your case, it would be the other person. So this is a here and now reading. It doesn't refer to the future or the past. None of that is really taken into consideration, and things can change, so if you conduct this every few months, even if it's on the same people, you may see changes. So we are gonna start with that card and that card. Both of these symbolize the body or physical condition of both the people we are reading as it pertains to the relationship. For her, we have courage, and this is his card, sharing. This tells me that she's being strong and doing what it takes to thrive despite circumstances in the relationship being unlike where you would expect someone to blossom. And I say this because here we see a flower actually blooming out of rocky ground. There isn't any nourishing soil, but the flower is doing beautifully. As for him, we see a lot of abundance in this card, which it looks like he is more than willing to share with her. That's where he's coming from, wanting to be able to share all this good. Moving on to the cards that represent their respective hearts or emotions in the relationship, we have that one and that card over there. So her card is suppression, and his is compromise. The figure in suppression being tied up in knots indicates to me that she's feeling all tied up inside when it comes to her feelings. She's holding something back, and this card to me at the moment has such a weight to it that I don't want to just end here. I want to delve deeper. And the reason we do that is so that we can help the client heal. What we can do is to pull another card from the deck to further explain that one card. That's a little tip for you that you can do when you give readings if you want a little bit more information. So listen to your intuition or do what feels right to you, whether that's to pull the top card off of the deck or to draw one from somewhere else in the deck. And I pulled Innocence, which says to me that she feels like she can't express what comes naturally to her. For instance, maybe she wants to get affectionate, but there's a reason why she feels unable to do that at the moment. Like, she can't give in to her natural desires just like that, or her natural instincts. At this point in an actual reading, you can tell your querent to take note of whatever it is that isn't getting fully explained, so they can later share their insights with you, since they know the facts of their situation better. What I am picking up from the card that represents his side of the relationship is he can't get what he wants at the moment out of the relationship, so he will take what he can instead of not having any of it at all. So we're moving to the top of these columns. We have that card over there and that one. What these symbolize is the state of mind of these people in this relationship, in the here and now. The card that symbolizes her mind is celebration. This indicates to me that she is a positive thinker. Despite not being able to express herself completely as she naturally feels called to in the relationship, and thriving in circumstances that others would have labeled impossible or trying, she maintains a sunny outlook. The card that symbolizes his state of mind is guidance, and what this tells me is he wants to do what's right for the relationship, as his head indicates. He doesn't take any of this lightly, and so he wants to follow his internal guidance compass. Overall, I get very good vibes from these cards. Despite any challenges present, these people appear to be positive with very favorable energy. The cards where struggle is indicated for both are those addressing the heart or the emotions. She does seem to be impacted a little bit more though, based on the energy I get from the suppression card. Now these cards down here, these signify what the relationship appears like on the outside. On the other hand, those cards up there, those tell us about the relationship's inner spiritual purpose. These two, that one and that one right there, these address what kind of intimacy is present in this relationship. So the card for the physical or the outside of the relationship is letting go. And the card that tells us about the intimacy of the relationship on an inner level is Thunderbolt. This is very interesting to me because it appears that at the moment, these two are not physically together as the letting go card indicates. Just like the drop of water falls onto the leaf, these two meet and let go like the droplet rolls off of the leaf naturally. And yet, the Thunderbolt card indicates that on an unseen level, these two meeting is a very powerful event for both. Enough to shake them up and create huge changes in their lives. As for the middle cards in these columns, that one and that one, these indicate the transformation that occurs in this relationship right now. So again, bottom column symbolizes the body or the physical or the outside, and top column is about the spiritual. For the physical, we have transformation, and for the spiritual, it's the Fool. The card that tells the story of the outer manifestation is Transformation. Of course, it isn't lost on me that the Transformation card should appear in the position on Transformation. From the looks of things, the outer lives of these two have changed a great deal by them knowing each other. Whether it's because of inspiration or some kind of influence they have on each other, there have been huge changes put into effect by them meeting. On the inside, the change that has happened is each sees life differently now, after knowing the other person. There's this energy of doing things each could not have imagined before, but are now open to. And by the way, the reason I am flipping these cards over at the same time is I want to see the contrast and or similarities immediately. And the final cards are the blessings. The card symbolizing the blessings on the physical level is possibilities, and the card, which tells us about the gifts of this relationship on a spiritual level, is adventure. What catches my attention is how parallel the messages in these cards are. It appears that on the surface, a blessing that has come about from this relationship is the possibility to do more, be more, see more, just generally have so much more that these two would probably not be as aware of as individuals. And we see this in the image of the eagle seeing much more than it would if it were a creature that didn't soar or fly as high as it is capable of doing. And apparently, this relationship has provided an inner spiritual adventure as well for these two. because they have a greater opportunity for self-expression. Like their eyes have been opened to more of their strengths and resources that are available to them. As we can see, this figure is going off into the unknown, and it looks like an exciting journey up ahead. It appears, stepping back once more, that this relationship has a lot more going on than what appears on the outside. There is a very rich inner landscape, I would say, that I see here despite what externals reveal. And so that's it for our video for today on reading the cards using our intuition. We'll have a lot more of those on this channel, and probably use simpler layouts too, or more basic guidelines. I just wanted to have a lot of examples all at once in one video for you. At this point, if you want to, you can actually just focus on the messages that come from each card. Don't even think about the spread yet if you're a beginner. But all the same, hopefully you got some ideas or some insights from this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun filming this video, and maybe you can jumpstart your intuition now with the help of tarot cards. You can also use oracle cards if you are called to do that. I'll be back again really soon. Have fun. Namaste. Bye for now.